Potter's Journal. It is a beautiful day in Potter's Hood. Why? I've got a kiln hooked up again. I've been without one for the summer, so we're going to do a kiln unloading. We're going to look at clay bodies and slips. But first, did you see?
Hi everybody, welcome back. Yeah, I had to have a go at making these egg separators. My kids have been on at me for a while to have a go at those. Mainly because when the egg whites coming out of their mouths, they look disgusting. Yeah, you may recognise this, or you may not. It's a design that I saw Jeff from Potter's Journal use. It's my attempt at a cobalt decoration.
Okay, always more going on than just the kiln unloading. Just see what's going on. Let's see what came out of the kiln today. Here we go, a first firing. I just grabbed from this little toy kiln and lined them all up out on the lawn. It was a nice filled, okay, no wasted space anywhere. The tall things didn't quite fill out a whole shelf, so we did one half shelf on the top. And starting with, let's see, my green Celadon glaze here. With the slips, I've been both brushing them on with the white band you see there, and then trailing, and then swiping. I'm not sure that I like, this is a, yeah, nearly a very light-bodied clay. This is the one Simon Leach uses. And we can see here why. It said, okay, you have to do a reduction firing to get something out of it. But, if you use the right clay body, okay, this is also standard ceramic clay body. This time it's hazelnut, and this time, by just using the right color clay, you get something a bit richer and deeper out of an oxidation kiln. And here we go on the clay I'm used to using too. Very different look on the glaze and what shows through. A bit deeper, a bit richer, and all out of an electric kiln. So it can be done. And sometimes if you're taking classes, they don't have the best clays available. This, still on that very light color clay body, really needs the reduction. But with the glaze on, it's not too bad here. And this first firing, I did have some pinholing here on the very top shelf, which is why you didn't see a real kiln unloading, because I was very disappointed and was afraid it went down the whole way. But it was just up here on the top shelf. It seemed that the kiln was firing, coming along very, very slowly, and then I maybe took it too fast at the end because I knew when I should have been finishing up and I wasn't, so I'll adjust the firing schedule for next time. Okay, and another one of those conscience or donkey jugs. You've seen me demo this stuff in past videos. But here's the black clay on a shot glass. Okay, we did these back at the beginning of the year with the button medallions on them. And I've decided that as far as clay bodies go, we've got for an oxidation kiln, we've got the light, medium, and dark. And I've decided the dark is maybe too much. The standard's 266, and you maybe can't get these where you're at, but hopefully do have, a choice of clay bodies. And here I've been doing dinnerware, and in the past few videos you've seen me do that. So here it is on the black clay, and actually I really do like this plate. But I'm going to do about I did a huge set that I will do to sell, and then a handful of plates that are just samples to show what else can be done. So there it is on the black clay, and here it is on my regular. Now the problem is I don't think I had the glaze thick enough, because it's not supposed to look like that. I think it was supposed to come up more like these pieces here, the Standards Snow on Brick. So, as far as tests go, okay, there's the bowl that goes with that one. And here's the bowl that goes with that one. And the test pieces, it's probably a smart idea to mark them. I've been giving Janice the Potter, who is probably the greatest electric glaze, commercial glaze tester there is, rough time, but she's really got it worked out, and I didn't label them, so I'm not sure which one is the Snow on Brick and which one is the medium cork. I think I need to mix them a little thicker. She sometimes even tests the glazes that she knows to see if they're right thickness, so I can see now why that makes sense, you know, when you've had them put away for several months. So I'm not sure I can sort these out. And then down on the bottom shelf, okay, back to testing out the slips. This is that black clay body that I said was too much, and it is a more expensive clay body, but here used just as a slip. So they sell it dry for people who want to mix it themselves, save money. So I got a dry bag, and I'm using it now here just as a slip. And then once again, I can't tell their medium cork from the Snow on Brick, because I think I have them a little too thin. That the Snow on Brick is supposed to be a creamy tan, a mocha. I guess that name was already taken, so they called it for some reason Snow on Brick. So, not bad with all that. Here's what I hope to do a glaze test lineup of. These are either my glazes or Standards. My green Celadon with the white slip on the right and the black on the left, except that's the opposite way around from what I just said. And I might expand the test. Here it is on a light, that white, almost light clay body that's really meant to go higher and is meant for reduction. And so still I can't help to show that off. This is what you need to do if you got an oxidation kiln. Get a nice rich clay body. And here we go, the Snow on Brick with the black and the white slip. This is my Albany slip glaze and Standards Sea Mist. So I hope to start expanding on these tests so I can show what first the glazes I'm using will do, and then show what they'll do with the slips and even on different clay bodies. That's all if I can figure out what glaze I put on them and what clay it was in the end. I thought I took notes, but I think I even mixed them up when I took them out of the kiln. And you know, there's a couple pieces I didn't pull out of here yet. Okay, so here's the the two pieces with the slip designs that Lee from LP Ceramics actually said, "Do you mind if I use your designs?" Well, just a month or two ago, I would have said, well, they're kind of Pennsylvania designs, maybe East Coast stoneware, slipware. But I've been reading Michael Cardew's Pioneer Potter, and apparently they might not be as American as I thought. That the slipware with the floral designs, the animals occasionally, made in Devon, England, in the colonial times here in the States, when they had the market dry up there, were imported here until we learned how to do it ourselves. So, yeah, the influences that I have may have came from somewhere else, and he even mentioned, too, ties to the Mediterranean. So, in the end, maybe I should be asking, okay, Lee, is it okay if I use your designs? So if your idea is to be a potter, this is a book to read. It's completely changed so many of the things I thought I knew. And stop back. Maybe I'll do a book report next week. Book review next week. Potter's Journal book review. Last year I did the Picasso ceramic books. I snuck into my neighbor's yard and swam in their pool, read the book by the side when they were out. This year they haven't gone out. Something to do with the pandemic. So I heard that there's a doctor's appointment next week. Hopefully we'll do the Potter's Journal book review by the pool. But this is October. It's a little cold for a swim now. We'll see what happens.